Today I have the pleasure of having a Fender Tweed Deluxe here, and I will compare it to my Grand Tweed Deluxe. So there's a difference here in price, of course. My Grand is more of a budget amp. I will say something about what's common first. The common things of them are the circuit, the 5E3 circuit. The next that is common is the layout. There are two channels, one volume for each channel, and with two inputs for each channel, low and high, and there's one common tone. They have a 12-inch speaker, which also is common. So what's not common? The speakers are not the same. So the Fender there has an Eminence Cannabis Rex. It used to be a Celestion Blue in that, but the previous owner changed it to be an Eminence Cannabis Rex to get a bit of a warmer tone. I have the Celestion Blue in my amp. I will also play it with my Eminence Cannabis Rex 12-inch that I have in a Tweed cabinet, extension cabinet here, so you can hear how my amp will sound with a similar speaker at least. Also different tubes. I haven't checked actually what tubes are in that Fender, but they are different because my tubes are just a random selection of what I had laying around here. The Fender has had a modification, so it has changed the output and power transformers to Mojotones. So I guess that is to achieve a higher headroom, and I can hear that when I play it. It is quite loud. So immediately when I play it, I can sense a difference. But also there are similarities. So I couldn't say exactly if it was a blindfold test. I'm not sure I could tell the difference immediately. But I'll leave that to you because I will play them now with two guitars. I will play with my ES-335 and I will also play with this Strat, and using the Fender as it is, and then my Grand with the Celestion Blue, and I will also then change to the Cannabis Rex that I have for my Grand. So without further ado, let the games begin. Yes, I try to be quite fair with having similar settings. I went into the same channel, low input for the same channel on each amp. and I used the same overdrive to push them. So with the ES-335 I used the Sweet Honey overdrive, and with this Strat I used the Royal Blue overdrive, both from Mad Professor, of course. My favorite overdrives. I was quite surprised to hear my Grand going into that Cannabis Rex speaker that I have in that extension cabinet. Quite different than my Celestion Blue, and much warmer. I've been using that cabinet for so long with my Dumble clone. Maybe that cabinet has something to do with it, because it's just sounding good to my ears. Here in the room it sounded more similar to what I hear from the Fender amp when I played it with my Cannabis Rex. So, and that would be natural, of course, the same kind of character to the speakers. That Celestion Blue for me is my favorite. And I'm of course quite biased towards liking my Grand Tweed. I'm also very used to it. So it's very easy for me to play it now, because I'm so used to the tones that I get from it and how to play and how it responds to my playing. I would love to have that Fender also. It's a great amp, no doubt. I think I would switch to a Celestion Blue in it if it were my amp. It's also great with the Cannabis Rex. It's just a different character, of course. Depends on what you want. So, would be interesting to hear your thoughts. The main difference for me is the larger headroom in that Fender. My Grand Tweed is also said to be 20 watts and the Fender is supposed to be 12. To me now the Fender sounds louder, probably because of the output transformers, power transformers that has been modified. It has now a larger headroom. So it would be nice to hear your thoughts. What did you favor of these? And would you get the Fender or would you get the Grand? All right, that's it. Bye for now.